Today, I want to talk about working with clients and how having the best technical skills and the sharpest creative mind, it's only really going to get you so far in the business. You really have to work with people and be good at working with people and learn how to read them and make them feel good when they work with you on a project. Because, yeah, the end result of your work has to be good enough to where people want to keep coming back to you, but you also have to kind of be their friend a little bit. For some people, that doesn't come natural. I know for me, when I first started out, I would say things and didn't think about how it would be taken by other people. They would take offense. And it's something I had to work at, just like learning how to edit quickly or mix quickly. The number one thing I've found is you need to be willing to try any idea. It could be the producer, it could be the director's girlfriend, it could be the toddler running around the mix stage. You have to be open to trying those ideas. And what that really boils down to on a psychological level is letting go of the work. You do the work, you do all the sound design, you mix, maybe take a lot of chances and you make some ideas you think are great, but the collaboration aspect of working with another person or group of people means that you have to be willing to let those go, and you also have to allow other people to have a hand in the process. They take ownership of it when you do that. So don't say no. If somebody asks you to try something or they say, I don't really like that, will you take that out? You don't just say no. You say, sure, let's try it. And then you try it, and you can always explain to them why you feel like, well, for me that doesn't really work, and here's why. But at the end of the day, it's their project. They're hiring you for your creative input and your technical skills, but they have the final say. So don't say no, and be willing to let go of some of your own decisions to keep the client happy. Because again, if they're happy and they remember having a good time with you and how you made them feel important and their project was worth working on, they're going to come back to you. They're not going to come back to you if they feel like you were a jerk to them or you were a prima donna about your work. So that's why I say number one thing is don't say no. Always be willing to try stuff. The second thing to remember when working with clients is to make them feel like their project is important to you and that it's special. And really it should be. If you're taking jobs that you're not putting 100% in, you should probably consider not taking those jobs, because it's going to show, and it's in small ways going to leak into your interactions with the client. So I always try to make sure if I'm taking a job, I can give it 100% and give the client the attention they need, give the project and the sounds the attention that they deserve, and not just be, a machine that's going through the ropes. It's another quick way to get burnt out in your career is if you're just cranking through stuff and you're turning and burning, then you're not going to have fun and your work is going to suffer for it. So you need to make sure the projects you take get special treatment, the clients get special treatment, and that they feel like it's important to you. So it needs to be important to you. It's hard to fake that. So that's why it's really important to make sure that the clients feel special and that the project actually is a little bit special to you. Now, that doesn't mean you have to kill yourself on every project and work 16-hour days and agonize over every little footstep if it's not going to end up making it any better. But it does mean that you need to treat each project with some respect and actually take time and put thought into your work and not just breeze through it. The third tip I'll give you on working with clients is to not undervalue your services. If they see you as the cheap guy or cheap gal, then they're not going to give you their best jobs. So as you work with them, don't be afraid to raise your rates and explain to them why you're doing it. Not just to squeeze them for more dimes, but because, hey, I've got more experience now, or maybe bought some new software or a better microphone to improve the quality of the finished product that you're giving them. But don't be afraid to raise your rate every once in a while with them. That keeps the value that you're providing high, and it also makes it to where if they do have the kind of lower jobs, they might not reach out to you because you might be too expensive, but you'll be their top dog on their list, and that's always good. On the other side of that, if you're looking for new clients, don't be afraid to do a first project for them at a really low rate, as long as you explain to them on your invoice, here's how much I'm discounting you. Here's what I would normally charge for this job, but I like your company, I like what you guys do, I want to work with you, so I'm doing it for this rate, And on the invoice, you just have that as a line that says discount and minus, however much the discount is. That way the work you do is still valued at the real rate, but the risk of working with a new person, which is always scary when you're hiring out, is lessened because the rate is a little bit lower than it normally would be. So value your work, but also if you're out hunting for new clients, don't be afraid to fudge a little bit on your rate as long as the person that's hiring you knows, I'm doing you a solid here. Here's what my normal rate is. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thanks for all the subscribers out there. It's been really cool talking with people from Japan and India and like Germany and France and South America and Africa, like all over the world. It's been really cool to see how my how-to videos have spread and help some people, learn some new stuff or maybe learn new ways to do things that they already knew how to do. If you have any ideas for videos that you'd like to see, more technical videos, drop a comment below. Let me know specifically what you're looking at. I use Pro Tools Ultimate and pretty standard audio post-production plugins, so I'm not going to be able to do videos on Logic or Premiere or Reaper, I guess. Some people use Reaper for audio post, but anything technical that you want to see that I haven't covered in the dialogue, sound effects, editing, or mixing videos, let me know, and I will try to get to it when I have time. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.